Welcome all to the Divisional Round. Wildcard weekend went amazingly for almost everyone that picked games this week, and it really helped boost our total records on the season. Last week's question of the week asked viewers, predict the total yards for Le'Veon Bell and for Jay Ajayi. Now, no one was close to the actual yardage and no one was correct on Twitter, but the closest there were two people who were close to at least each running back. Number one Raven said that Ajayi would rush for only 29 yards, and he ended up rushing for 33 total yards. On the other hand, CamBam14 correctly guessed that Bell would rush for 167 yards, to which he did rush for exactly 167 yards. But please disregard his Jay Ajayi rushing yards. That was way off. For the top 5 teams heading into the divisional round, nothing has changed since last week's top 5. Everyone is sitting still at their rankings and will stay put until after this weekend. The divisional round is where the big dogs come to play. Our first matchup in the divisional round takes aim when the Seattle Seahawks travel into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. The Seahawks looked red hot against a faltering Lions team who seemed to not get anything going. Thomas Rawls paved the way for the Seahawks, and the Lions had no answer for him or Seattle's play calling. Atlanta, on the other hand, got that extra week of rest and is looking for a revenge game from their Week 6 matchup where Julio Jones got interfered with on the most controversial no call of the season. I don't think we saw that before, have we? Oh yeah, that's right. This game is going to be different. Both teams are much different than Week 6, and it is going to be a good one. I like Atlanta to stop the running game, contain Russell Wilson, and have Matt Ryan carve up the Legion of Boom on national television. The Falcons have come too far to make a splash in the playoffs. And besides, the game is in Atlanta. This is the last season for the Georgia Dome, and this might certainly be the last game ever played there. Let's hope the fans come out and rock the Dome this Saturday. Take the Falcons to win straight up and to cover the 4.5 point spread.
I like the Atlanta Falcons minus 4.5 and straight up against the Seattle Seahawks. Interesting stat about the Seahawks and Russell Wilson. Every year that they've had Russell Wilson, they've made the divisional round of the playoffs, and he is 2-0 at home and 0-2 on the road. I don't like Seattle's offensive line on the road, and I think that the defense will have a little bit of trouble against the Falcons offense. Without Earl Thomas, they're not the same, and I think that the Falcons offense can exploit some of the weaknesses. So I like the Atlanta Falcons minus 4.5 and straight up.
Our second matchup features what Vegas odds makers think will be an absolute blowout when the Texans come into Foxborough to take on the Patriots. The Texans defense really stepped up last week and really made it hard for the Raiders rookie quarterback, thwarting their playoff hopes. They looked really good on defense, and I feel like they will do their best to keep Tom Brady in check and keep this game close. This one all depends on how Brock Osweiler plays, because we all know the Patriots offense is going to be a monster. Take the Patriots to win, but the Texans to cover the 15.5 point spread. Worst case scenario, the Texans score a garbage time touchdown to cover the spread.
All right, I like the New England Patriots minus 15.5 against the Houston Texans. In the Super Bowl era, there has only been 4 spreads that have been this high, and out of them 4, 3 of the teams that were minus the points have covered. The only one that didn't was the New York Jets in Super Bowl III with Joe Namath, and they actually won outright, but the rest all covered. So I think that the Patriots can cover this spread. They are not playing a third-string quarterback in this one as the Texans. I know the Texans have the number 1 rated defense, but Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and I think they're going to put up some points. I think it's going to be like 31-10, something around there. So take the New England Patriots minus 15.5 and straight up.
Our third matchup in the divisional round features a red-hot Steelers offense going up against the league's best coached team. Le'Veon Bell was a monster against the Dolphins defense, and so was Antonio Brown, but let's be honest here, this isn't the Dolphins defense, and the Chiefs aren't starting their backup quarterback. The key to this matchup will be more about the Chiefs defense trying to find a way to contain Bell, Brown, and Big Ben. Can they do it? I think they squeeze out a win this week. Got to take Kansas City and the points with this one, as the game is in KC, and it is one of, if not the loudest stadium in the NFL.
I like the Pittsburgh Steelers +1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Killer Bees, they're all healthy. They're all playing. I know Big Ben had a little bit of an ankle injury, but he should be fine. Le'Veon Bell, one of the best backs in the league. Antonio Brown is really hard to cover, and they're clicking. Their defense is playing a lot better, and I just think that they're poised to make another Super Bowl run. They were my pick in the beginning of the season to win the Super Bowl, so take the Pittsburgh Steelers +1 and straight up.
This leads us to this week's question of the week and our second Twitter playoff challenge for a $20 gift card to the NFLshop.com. Predict the final score of Pittsburgh at Kansas City. Closest scores get featured in the video, but whoever guesses the exact score over on Twitter wins a $20 gift certificate to NFLshop.com. Good luck to all, and don't forget to submit your entry on Twitter to win that prize. And our last matchup is definitely going to be the talk of the divisional round. As the NFL keeps choking on Aaron Rodgers' chode, the Cowboys will quietly strike when necessary. The Packers seemed to stumble in the first half of wildcard weekend, but managed to get their offense rolling and fired on all cylinders against the stingy Giants defense. The Cowboys, though, are a young team, and this is the first playoff game for some of those inexperienced guys. They're going to try to find a way to win and have fun doing it. I think that the Cowboys offense can tire out Green Bay's defense and keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. To this extent, this will help the Cowboys defense stay fresh and ready to attack when Rodgers does come out on the field. I like Dallas to win straight up and to cover the 4 points. A lot of people will be dishing out money on the Packers, so Vegas definitely will cash in this weekend when the Cowboys win.
Alright, I like the Green Bay Packers +4, but the Dallas Cowboys straight up. I think this is going to be the game that we've been waiting for in the playoffs. The wildcard games were really bad to watch. None of them were competitive, but I think this is going to be a game that we're excited to watch, and it's going to live up to the hype. I think it's going to go back and forth. Aaron Rodgers is playing as well as you can play. Dallas has a great offense. Their defense is clicking. Packers defense has been playing better, so I think this is going to go back and forth, and I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win on a last-minute field goal to take the lead and win by 2, so take the Green Bay Packers +4, but the Dallas Cowboys straight up.
And here's our overview of the divisional round. In the Hatbox Pick'em League, Cameron Cressmore is still our sole leader, who has an overall record of 172 and 86. In the Hatbox Survivor Pool, Wildcard Weekend was a success. Both Eagle Man 123 and Tennessee Titans picked the Seahawks in a Wildcard Weekend and won. Congratulations to them, and don't forget to set your pick by the end of this week. Don't forget to answer this week's question of the week on Twitter to win a $20 NFL Shop gift card. Just follow the rules over my Twitter profile. Be sure to follow my account, retweet the divisional round question, and use the hashtag HatboxNationDR. Don't forget to set your lineups in my Pick'em and Survivor pools, and don't forget to answer this week's question of the week. I hope all of you have a great week making your predictions and enjoy the games. I'll see you dudes in the next video. Peace.